Hello, I want to make a video about a topic that is Asperger's and being a picky eater, because of the fact that it's a symptom of being Asperger's, being an Aspie, that you have some kind of problem with food. And I've always found it confusing because when I first heard about it, when I read about it, it was so vague. It was just like you have some kind of problem with food. It didn't give any specific samples or anything. And I've talked to Aspies about it, and I have my own opinions about it. And I wanted to make a video clarifying what that symptom means. The way I see it right now, it's not so much a symptom of having Asperger's, so much as this a by effect of having another symptom, which is the sensitivity, your hypersensitivity. For example, when you have Asperger's, you're very sensitive to touch, to visual aspects of things like too much light and too much audio. I get panic attacks easily if I go to a bus or whatever. And it stands to reason that food, taste, also is sensitive. I take sleeping pills, for example, and I take the smallest sleeping pills because of the fact that if I take anything more, like any type of pill that does anything more than the smallest one they can give me, I feel it too much. I feel sick and all those good things. Same with alcohol. I get drunk from the tiniest piece of alcohol. So your body is sensitive when you have Asperger's in most cases. And therefore your sensitivity to food is also sensitive. I've heard lots of people say everything from certain types of textures of food makes them sick, certain food makes them gag, certain colors or certain smells, they can't eat it, like it's almost physically impossible for them to eat it because of how it makes them feel. I gave an example in an earlier video, way back, about a kid who didn't eat certain types of food unless it was certain colors, because he was really into traffic lights, and because of his Aspie-like interest in traffic lights, he also transferred that to what he ate. Now, personally, I am a chef, so I've kind of promised myself to eat anything, even stuff I don't really like. And because of that, I've actually started eating more and more stuff. Stuff that I normally say, oh, I don't like that. Turned out I did like, because it was one of those things like when a kid says they don't like their vegetables. There's nothing wrong with vegetables. I actually kind of like vegetables. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't think I'm a picky eater because I eat so many things. But then I thought about it more, and I realized that I'm an unpicky eater. I don't eat certain things. I eat too many of other things. If you know me and if you've seen me eat, you'll know that I eat, candy all the time, and I don't gain any weight from it. I eat Nutella for every piece of bread I eat, basically. I put butter on my bread before I put Nutella on it. I eat cheese with caviar or cheese with marmalade, which other people, specifically my girlfriend, thinks is disgusting. And there's just certain things I eat that apparently people don't like. Same with my brother, who also has Asperger's. I remember when he was a kid, he made a concoction of everything he found in the fridge, and also some things he found under the sink, like washing powder and stuff, like some brown, boiling, bubbly mess of God knows what, and he drank it, and he thought it was pretty tasty. So, saying that you're sensitive to food doesn't quite explain how you can eat certain things that would technically have too much flavor otherwise, right? And even though I say I'm not a picky eater, I grew up on eating nothing but Nutella and, oh boy, chocolate milk. Then when I moved out of the house, my breakfast was basically an egg and a Coca-Cola. That was my entire breakfast. I say I'm not a picky eater, but there's certain things I can't eat for the reasons that other people might not understand. And I think that's the thing. I, for example, don't eat anything with bone in it. Like, I don't like gnawing on ribs or, anything like that. Or chicken without just taking the flesh off first. I don't like shrimp that has the shell on, because it looks... I don't like food that reminds me of what it used to be when it was alive, basically. I don't like food that looks back on me or has bones in them, making me feel like I'm gnawing on a living animal. I don't like fruits. The white parts of an orange, for example, I know that's supposed to be... You're not supposed to eat that, you're supposed to take that away, but the thing is that it covers the orange, so you can't really take it away. The same with bananas, has those weird strings. I can't eat certain fruits, for example, because I just don't like the feeling of those things. Even if you take them away, I still don't like the fruit itself because of bad memories or whatever. Even when I drink juice, I always have this weird like thing going on, and people don't understand why, and they laugh at me for it. But when I drink juice, I just shiver, and I don't know why. I do have things with food, but so does everyone else. Like normal people, everyone has things with food. My girlfriend, for example, she's not an Aspie, but she eats stuff that I find disgusting, like just a piece of bread with no butter or anything, and then there's some creme cheese on there, Philadelphia cheese on there, and I'm like, eat more stuff, put stuff on there, and she's like, no, it's fine, and in my head that's weird. So my point with that is that everyone has their own weirdnesses about food. The difference, however, between an Aspie and a normal person when it comes to this is the fact that an Aspie doesn't... How do I explain this? When a normal person say they don't like certain types of food, they normally say, I don't like that food, I don't like the taste of that food. When an Aspie say they don't like a food, it's because of some weird, specific event, or it's because of the texture of the thing, or something completely unrelated to the food. They just don't like how it looks. The reasoning an Aspie has is the difference between them and non-Aspies. Because I'm pretty sure that everyone has things with food. Nobody eats everything. Nobody likes everything. Most things about Asperger's have solutions in ways of how you can make stuff work for you, even though you have this disability. However, when it comes to being a picky eater or having things with food, what can you do about it? Not much. It's no biggie. You can eat what you want. I'm not going to force you to eat something you don't want to eat. I don't like, those parents who tell their kid, eat your greens, and the kid's like, I don't like greens, and they're like, eat them anyway. That doesn't work, because first of all, the kid does the opposite of what you tell him, because that's how kids work. So you're gonna make him not want greens. And second of all, what he doesn't have to like it. Nobody likes everything. The solution to being a picky eater and Asperger's is don't talk about it too much. And that's me saying that, the person who loves Asperger's. Just, eat what you want and let other people eat what they want. Sure, you can laugh about it, but just make sure that they can laugh about your food too. And that's the moral of this video. And if you like that moral, then thumb me up, because it helps me grow, and it helps people see these videos. So, comment and subscribe and stuff. And if you have any opinions or thoughts on the fact that DSM-5 is out, which is the psychological handbook, and the fact that they have removed Asperger's as a diagnosis, then tell me in the comments, because the next video I make is probably going to be about the DSM-5, just as a short, like an update, because I bet a lot of people care and a lot of people don't really know about it. So if you have any opinions, then let me know. Otherwise, click things and bye.